So beautiful, my gorgeous Leonie. Do you know what? When it comes to this week, I really like this. You are going to realize something so big, but this in itself, it's really to do with your emotions, and it's to do with things on emotional level, and it's to do with the specific people in your life, and it's also to do with a specific person in your life as well. You are going to realize how much you mean to someone, and I find this so important when it comes to this whole week. Do you know, this is like really screaming at me right now so much, purely because, you know, this is gonna like mean to you more than anything else, because you are going to find yourself like maybe just being a little bit emotional, because right at the beginning of this week, only because you are expecting something, you're working on something, you're expecting something also. So what you're working on currently, it's like kind of making you really busy. But then on another note, what are you expecting? There is something that you're expecting that it's making you nervous, and it has been making you nervous for a while, and this is completely natural, and this is completely normal, and that in itself has affected you a little bit. So you were like kind of expecting something, waiting for something, and you were really worried about it, like maybe becoming like a little bit anxious and things like that. So this in itself has put you, and is going to put you in this particular frame of mind. And then, you know, the beautiful thing that it's actually going to happen in between you and somebody else. You know, this could be like a really fantastic friend, it could be like a family member, or it could be your partner, you know, but it's just a really fantastic moment of, you know, how much do you actually mean to someone. You know, I don't know how to explain this, but I think that physically you could be going through, you are going through something. There is a blockage within your body that was affected and that started through your emotions. So this is why this is so important, this moment of you realizing how much do you mean to someone. This is going to mean to you so much, but on another note, it's also going to heal you. You're going to feel so much better after this week, especially when it comes to one specific element as well. So this is how I wanted to start this reading, really, my gorgeous Leonie, when it comes to this week, because this in itself, it's going to mean to you so much. And I'm sorry, I may be a little bit maybe down, or I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit different, but I've hurt my left shoulder so badly. And it's like, oh my God. So if you do notice me, like maybe me not being myself or me being different a little bit, just ignore it. It's just, I hurt my shoulder terribly. And I'm surprised that I'm actually able to even move my hand now. I couldn't style my hair. That's why I'm having this gorgeous hat on, you see. But yeah, anyway, my gorgeous Leonie. So this is what I wanted to say to you. And on another note, when it comes to the beginning of this week, do you know what I really like? That you are going to learn something about yourself. What are you going to learn about yourself? It's like kind of gonna come through the reflection of like other people. So maybe you're gonna be looking at a couple of people, or you're gonna be looking at a few people at the beginning of this week, and then you're gonna realize something, and then what you're gonna realize, it's more like about you learning something. And what you're gonna learn is, you know, you're going to realize that, you know, you had some limiting beliefs, and you're going to learn how to like get rid of and how to detach yourself from these limiting beliefs, and how to have things back in control. So it's all about detaching yourself and accepting and moving on and finding peace. This is brilliant, because it's more like about, it's a lot about these people, you know, inspiring you really nicely and answering your question when it comes to something really personal. You know, what are you going to be able to, when I say that you're going to release limiting beliefs and you're going to detach yourself from this is absolutely brilliant. It's going to happen by you accepting something, by you moving on, and by you finding peace at the same time. And it's to do with something that you were persistently finding so challenging for the last 7 months, quite a lot. So now you are about to regain power. You're about to regain your strength. strength, my gorgeous Leone. You're about to regain control. This in itself was, I don't know if you've noticed, if you did notice, this was causing like a lack of energy, and you kind of had lack of energy within the last few months quite a lot. So it was causing lack of energy, and it was causing lack of passion, and most importantly, it was preventing you from making a really, really important decision. There is a really important decision that you need to make, and this in itself, it's really a lot alongside you also speeding things up in your life in so many different ways. So this was preventing you to be sharp and to be quick at the time when you should have been sharp and quick, but that doesn't matter, because now you are about to rebalance yourself, you're about to recenter yourself, you're about to ground yourself with all this, that it's actually going to happen. And never mind the fact that you are really going to hear a great news about one specific person that you've also been worried about. And this is going to mean to you so much as well. There is a specific person, whether this is somebody in your family, whether this is like a really great friend, that's another person that I'm talking about, someone that you were worrying about terribly. You are going to hear a great news about that person, bless your heart. And it's almost as if that person who you were so worried about wasn't taking care of themselves, and now you're going to hear that that person is starting to take care of themselves, and this is going to mean to you so much, bless your heart. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Leone, you know, it's like basically, you know what, you are really going to kind of by the time you get to the midweek, you are going to have this vision. This vision is like, oh my God, it's gonna happen to you at the moment in time when on one hand, you find yourself being indecisive about something very specific. And then on another hand, you're also gonna realize what is like kind of holding you back. It's not about you realizing, oh, I'm indecisive about someone. No, baby, no. It's about you realize what exactly you are indecisive about and what exactly you are holding back. And as soon as that happens, oh my God, this is going to happen completely unexpectedly without you even realizing at that moment in time, you are going to regain control of something very, very specific here. And this in itself is going to lead towards you having a vision. This vision that you're going to have, oh my God, it's really kind of going to, you will know how you want your life to be, but then that vision is going to be consisting of you like really kind of realizing that you may not be as excited where you are at the moment, and that vision is going to remind you of where you want to be. I mean, this is going to be a really big vision, and it is going to be consisting of you like really pretty much so later on making one of the biggest moves or biggest changes of your life. This vision that I'm talking about, it's not like just tiny vision, but it's more like a reminder of like maybe how much do you dislike this current situation that you are in, and then on another note also the part of that vision is going to be how you want your life to be. So you're going to be reminded of some kind of destination from before, and you're going to be wondering what happened in the meantime. Why didn't you kind of move on quicker towards where you want to be? This is nothing bad whatsoever. This is brilliant. This is going to really pretty much gonna start this moment of your own stability, where you are going to really kind of start gaining this focus, and this focus that you're now it's all about focus. So you're going to find yourself not only having a vision, but also having so many ideas about your future. Each idea that you have about your future, it's going to pick you up like a big mama and throw you in the air. No, each idea, it's going to like really elevate you so much, and each idea with its energy about your future, it's going to make you feel so good about yourself. And as more idea you have, the more pumped up you're gonna feel to move on. This is about you reminding yourself. It's not like a brand new vision, but it's more about you reminding yourself of some kind of a plan that maybe did not work out as quick as you wanted it. But this in itself, it's going to be consisting of you ultimately making one of the biggest like changes in your life, and it is going to reflect on your life like in general, like full on, my gorgeous Leone, indeed. need. And it's not only that, you're actually going to have a really new idea here, and this is to do with what you want to do in the future. This is to do with like where you want your life to be, where you want to get, what you want your final what you want your final destination, what you want your destination to be. And it's even more so, you are going to get this new idea that you're going to become extremely curious about. It's going to make you very thirsty for knowledge, and it's also like kind of going to reflect on your spiritual and on your mental energy as well. This new idea that you're going to become curious, you know, you must not let that to put you off once you plunge in and once you find out more about it. You must not allow this to put you off. This is happening for a reason, for a huge reason, my gorgeous Leonis. So you must not allow this to put you off only because you are going to think that certain things are going to take too long or it's going to be hard work. No, baby, no. All this needs is your routine and self-discipline, and that's all. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Leone, you also need to pay attention to something unusual which is going to happen. You are going to feel a very strange connection. Oh, my hand, sorry. You are going to feel a very strong connection to some kind of a herb or some kind of a plant. And this is going to happen completely out of the blue. Maybe you're going to watch TV. Maybe you're going to see it on an internet. Maybe you're going to be somewhere in the nature. It doesn't matter. Suddenly there is going to be this plant or this herb that is literally going to be calling you. You know, it is going to be impossible for you not to notice this. A very interesting connection. Maybe this herb is something that you're going to see, or a plant. Maybe this is going to be something that you're going to see, that you will see, like, you know, for the first time in your life. Or maybe this is going to be something that, you know, you're well aware of, but now you're being drawn to, let's say, dandelion. You know how, let's say, now you're being drawn to dandelion. You know dandelion. You knew dandelion for a long time, and now suddenly you find yourself looking at dandelion and being very drawn towards this dandelion. What I need you to do is, there is a very specific reason for it. It's to do with mind, body and spirit. You have to respond to this immediately. If you don't know the properties of dandelion, for example, mind-blowing properties, for example, let's say that you were like pretty much attracted by dandelion, and then I need you to, if you don't know the properties, just go to find out the properties, and you will see that one of the major properties of dandelion is going to be super beneficial for your current ailment or something that's going on in your life. This is what you need to do. There is medicine everywhere. The herbs are so powerful, ridiculously powerful. And when it happens like this is simply your spirit wants to get your attention, to pay attention to this, because it's going to heal you. It's not only about healing, but it's also following, you know, the call of your spirit. You know, this is something on a much deeper level that heals you in a completely different way to anything else. And also, my gorgeous Leone, when it comes to the end of this week, you are going to feel, you know what? You are going to feel disappointed with something just a little bit, you know, and this disappointment that you are going to have, it's more about, oh God, something just not happening, but that doesn't matter really, you know. So you're going to feel really little disappointment when you know, because something is not happening, and this in itself is going to really require you to leave something behind, to walk away and to move on from something. But then again, it's to do with a part of your life that has come to an end like absolute ages ago. You know what is really important here? Not that you're gonna be disappointed, but it's important that you're moving on and you're walking away from the part of your life that has come to an end karmically a long time ago. And this is gonna release so much of the limiting beliefs as well that you've had, because as soon as you realize that something has come to an end, you move on, and this at the same time releases a negative, like a limited beliefs, you know. So only like about 2 or 3 days after that moment in time, you are really going to discover something. Something is going to inspire you, but it's more like a huge, massive, big mama, giant discovery. Something is going to inspire you like there is no tomorrow. It's to do with an important discovery where you are going to realize a limitless potential. You're going to realize, oh my God, this can kind of you know, you're going to feel like a free spirit. There is going to be so much to explore, but this is going to make you feel extremely excited, because you are going to feel like you are going to be able to be free while you're doing this, because you're going to do something that you're going to really, really enjoy. And it's also the time to take, you know, the leadership role of your life, almost as if you're going to have this great sense of urgency to like a speed up with a certain points that have been very slow for a long time. And you're absolutely right, because on this earth we are indeed for a very short amount of time. So we just need to get on with things and understand that every single minute, every single hour, every single week, every single year, you know, we are changing. So that's exactly what's happening right now. You are going with this very powerful flow, which is, you know, going to pretty much work so beneficially for your whole life. And also, my gorgeous Leonie, that you're really kind of gonna have this moment at around the end of the week where you are gonna feel very drawn to kind of like a chill out or to relax. Again, the moment of, oh, you feel so drained type of thing, and then you're gonna be left with no option but to sit down or to lie down. And when that happens, that means that you're gonna be within this hermit mode. You need to pay attention to because what is going to come to you, some kind of idea, some kind of brilliant mind-blowing idea when it comes to your finances and your financial situation. I suggest you to make a priority for this idea almost immediately, and you will understand clearly exactly what I meant. Okay, my gorgeous Leonie, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye. Oh.